zu einem neuen Let's Play. Broken Arrow. Erstmal nur ein kleiner Let's Test. Mal gucken, wie das Spiel insgesamt ist. Vielleicht mal später Koop. Wir spielen die Kampagne, die soll eigentlich auch ganz cool sein. Und schauen mal in dieses Game rein. Ich wünsche allen viel Spaß, ne? Legen wir los. So, gucken wir mal. Was wir denn hier spielen? Kampagne, so lernen wir wahrscheinlich das gesamte Spiel. Alter, was haben wir denn da? Das sieht doch aus wie der Bumerang von den Russen. Okay, Showtime. Das ist die größte Militärübung in der baltischen Staaten. Ah, okay, alles klar.
American military presence in the Baltics has been reinforced in response to the Russian military exercises held on both sides of the Sawatki Gap in Kaliningrad and Belarus. With more than 40,000 military personnel involved, ships, tanks, planes, and helicopters, it's the biggest military exercise ever held in the region. Camp Herkus, the new permanent U.S. base in the region, is at the epicenter of tensions as U.S. and Russian military exercises are held simultaneously less than 20 miles away from each other.
The need for the permanent deployment of U.S. forces in Lithuania is more apparent than ever, and we are looking forward to continuing to take advantage of opportunities to enhance the interoperability of our forces, providing a credible deterrent against any potential aggression, and to operate more effectively should deterrence fail.
General Bennett, you are in charge of U.S. military operations in the region. Why are U.S. forces in such close proximity to the Russian exercise? Don't you fear this aggressive posture could lead to an escalation?
Last time I checked, Lithuania was a sovereign country. If it is their wish to host permanent U.S. forces on their soil, I don't see why Moscow should have a say in that. Now, if you excuse me, I have a military exercise to prepare.
Thank you, General Bennett.
Good morning, Commander. So, have you seen me on the news? Everyone's talking about this exercise. It's not every day you see such a display of power. Reminds me of Desert Storm in '91. Ah, the good old days.
Oh mein Gott.
Major Williams, how are the preparations coming along?
The men are ready, General. We can begin the exercise.
All right then, showtime.
Oh, one last thing, General. A special diplomatic envoy sent by Washington has demanded to meet you. Counselor Miller?
Of course it's Miller. No military demonstration in the world is complete without this vulture showing up. His stupid face is the last thing I want to see today. So let's go. We're on a schedule.
Geheimdienstinfos. Die Geheimdienste erhalten nützliche Details über das Kriegsgerät mit Truppen. Schlachtfeld. Aha. Na, okay, damit kann ich nur noch mal das übernehmen. Das bin ich. Kann ich hier was anklicken? Nö, ne? Okay. Hit and Run Taktik. Infanterie kann der Panzer nicht standhalten. Das, glaube ich auch. Mhm. Lol. War da BTR-Trappen, ja? Um die Russen darzustellen. Striker. M1. Striker AT. Na.
don't throw him a bone. Go pick him up at his hotel and take him for a tour, Commander. Show him around the base, do whatever you want, as long as you keep him out of my hair. And take Williams with you. No offense, but she's more talkative than you.
Aha.
Well, Commander, I guess we're the bone then. Miller's hotel is on the way to the training area. Let's hope he's in a better mood than the general.
Okay.
Someone after a ride?
Okay. Wenn ich den jetzt hier so hinschicke, kann ich den ja eigentlich da... Fährt er dann über die Straße? Schnell bewegen. Okay, warte mal, das macht er so. Okay, und jetzt bewegt er sich wahrscheinlich nur auf der Straße, oder?
There are units from all three
Ja.
Baltic states regrouped here. Lithuanian artillery, mechanized infantry from Latvia, as well as reservists and armored vehicles from Estonia. They have different equipment, different tactics, speak different languages. Creating an interoperable force in this region is a real headache.
Okay.
Counselor Miller, I am Major Williams. It's a pleasure to have you with us. The commander and I will show you around on our way to the general. Please hop in.
Hop in.
Well, it's about time. Let's go. Take me to the training ground first. I need to make sure that our equipment is showcased in the best possible conditions.
Na
The
dann.
exercise is about to start, so you will be able to see for yourself. But I didn't know there was a show.
Next waypoint received. This whole exercise is for show, Major. A show of force for our potential enemies,
Was haben wir denn hier für
but also
der?
an arms fair for our partners.
Mhm.
I see. And which partners are we trying to impress today, Counselor?
That's confidential. Just drive, Major.
Grundlegende Fehler. Ach, da guck mal. Ah. Ansicht wie aus dem.
Are we there yet, Major?
Almost, sir. This is the artillery training ground, Counselor. Here our soldiers practice fire mission procedures.
Marke eine Einheit zu damit die Kamera.
Well, let's see how much time it'll take you to hit all these targets, Commander. Order at your command.
Okay. Artillerieübungen abschließen. Angriff. Feuer öffnen. Auf den hier.
Coordinates received. Who needs support? Order ready to fire.
Nicht automatisch Rechtsklick auf dein Ziel.
Well, I don't have all day, Commander. Will you manage to hit or target or not? Call for fire received.
Das sind Mörser, ne? Das sind tatsächlich Mörser.
Dispersion increases with distance. That's why more rounds are needed to hit targets located further away. Smart munitions don't have this problem. They are much more accurate and can correct their trajectory to hit a target designated by a laser.
Ich mal gucken, jetzt bin ich mal gespannt.
Order ready. Send mission. Driver halt. We set up here.
So, mal was, drücke die Taste T. Okay. Oh. Oh. Das ist ja mal was. Das gefällt mir. Lange Salve. Kurze Salve. Machen wir mal eine mittlere. Eben Zeit das hier. Mal gucken. Das so ist, wie ich es mir vorstelle. Jawohl. Na, das ist ja mal nice. Da kannst du ja richtig schön angeben. Wie lange schießen die da? Feuerwalze. Müssten ja eigentlich hier nach und nach schon entschlagen. Geil. Da können die anderen Truppen mehr anrücken. Clever, so eine Feuerwalze. Das ist quasi Punkt Ziel.
As you can see, our latest battlefield management interface enables extremely responsive fire
Oh,
missions.
nice. Ist das
It was
cool.
I who sold that concept to Congress. Glad to see it works in practice too.
Das machen wir auch, da inspizieren wir mal. Ey, Mensch, da kann man ja richtig viel machen.
So how is your hotel, counselor? I've heard it's quite fancy.
Apart from the fact that I was woken up every 20 minutes by helicopters passing right over my head, it was lovely. Hey, why is the radar of this Patriot turned off?
It's the standard procedure to keep the radar turned off by default, to keep the unit mobile and avoid destruction by anti-radiation missiles.
Danke,
They
Alter.
can still use
Das
their
muss man auch
backup
achten.
tracking systems to target aircraft, but in this mode, their detection and engagement range are limited.
Then switch this radar on, Commander. Let's see how far target practice drones can be detected and engaged.
Mhm. So, was machen wir denn da?
Anti-aircraft here.
So,
Air defense here. We're combat ready. Radar activated. Looking for airplanes.
dann aktivieren wir mal.
Wow, the range of these missiles is impressive.
The efficiency of the radar depends on the altitude of the target. Low-flying aircraft are harder to detect, and helicopters cannot be targeted at all as they fly below the minimum detection altitude of the radar. That's why short-range air defense, SHORAD, is needed to complement long-range surface-to-air missiles.
Mhm.
Anti-aircraft here.
Okay. Hubschrauber abschießen.
Roger. Engaging. Engaging hostiles.
A fine demonstration of our firepower, Commander. The message is clear. No country equipped with our anti-aircraft systems need worry about its airspace being violated.
Humvee here.
So, na dann. Oh, wenn ich jetzt mal müsste den schnellsten Weg fahren, ne? Wir gehen mal zu der Übung hier.
Roger. Moving to next waypoint.
Sieht so aus wie ein Aufgabenbereich, den ich sehr mag. Aber es sind immerhin Abrams, es sind doch keine Beobachter, oder? Aber tatsächlich, wenn ich das mache, dann fährt er den schnellsten Weg anscheinend.
Can you step on the gas a bit? We're
Humvee
crawling.
awaiting commands.
Sorry, sir. There are strict speed regulations on the base.
Yeah, of course there are.
Mhm.
What's going on here?
Some of our vehicles broke down apparently.
Ah,
Thanks
alles
to the
klar.
diagnostic system integrated into our vehicles, we can easily identify which part is damaged.
Kritische Effekte, wird ein Fahrzeug getroffen.
We cannot let that happen. Not today.
Don't worry, sir. We have the necessary supplies to repair them. The commander will call a cargo truck from the support group and make sure they bring a big load of supplies with them.
Mhm. So.
As soon as the supplies are unloaded next to the vehicles, the crew will handle the repairs automatically.
Wenn er da ist, müsste das machen, okay?
Logi here, send traffic.
Er hat jetzt ausladen.
Tactical truck ready to haul. Ain't nothing gonna get in our way.
Wie sagt das mal nochmal? Fahrräder entladen.
Supplies?
Perfekt.
Heavy transport here, send traffic.
Mhm. Warte, jetzt müssen wir mal gucken. Das sind Markierungen, ach so.
Like a rocket sled on rail. Can we avoid blindside backing? Breaker 19, who needs supplies? Hey, check out this rooster cruiser they gave me.
Aha. Das müssen wir mal schauen. Okay.
I got my ears on, go ahead.
Wie mache ich das jetzt so?
That's a big 10-4, we're moving.
So.
Heavy transport here, send traffic.
Okay, warte mal.
Tactical truck ready to haul.
Ah,
Breaker 19, who needs supplies?
wie gesagt.
It's over, heading back to base.
Das ist klar, ich hab den quasi ohne irgendwas geschickt. Und da kommt jetzt mit was drauf.
Need supplies? Hey, check out this rooster cruiser they gave me. Big road is ours.
Gut, und wie sagt denn, er soll das jetzt entladen?
Send traffic. Breaker 19, who needs supplies? Heavy transport here, send traffic.
Hm. Okay.
Tactical truck ready to haul. Mission's over, going back to the depot.
Wir probieren mal jetzt das Ding jetzt mal. Kann auch sein, dass ich das jetzt einfach nur nicht checke. Okay, der soll da hinfahren.
Like a rocket sled on rails.
Mit 9000? Ich habe eigentlich 10.000, ist auch okay.
Hey, check out this rooster cruiser they gave me. I got my ears on. Go ahead. Need supplies? Ain't nothing gonna get in our way.
Das muss ich mir jetzt erstmal genauer angucken. Bis gleich. Ich glaube, ich habe es gefunden. Das hier bestimmt. Ja.
I got my ears on. Go ahead.
Und die werden da drin geheilt, das ist klar.
Logi here, send
The
traffic.
vehicles are now fully operational again.
Perfect. Now let's
Lol. Mhm.
Someone call for a cab? Pedal to the metal.
Ah Gott, sieht sogar wirklich aus wie ein Litauen, ja.
completely unremarkable. You know, I spent half my life in the air, so the only surprises would be finding snakes on the plane, flying the thing myself, or reaching my 60s without getting cancer.
This is the tank firing range. A platoon of M1A2 Abrams is ready for the demonstration. Tank armor is much stronger on the front than on the sides. The training of our crews consists in maneuvering to engage the enemy from the flank, while minimizing the exposure of their own flanks. Tanks carry different types of rounds.
Cool.
Explosive rounds to engage infantry and lightly armored vehicles, and armor-piercing rounds to deal with highly armored targets. Explosive rounds are equally effective at any distance, but the penetration of armor-piercing rounds increases the closer you get to the target.
Mhm.
You should move closer to the targets to demonstrate the increased penetrating power of the kinetic ammunition, Commander.
Mhm.
Heavy cab ready to rumble.
Haben wir Hochladungsgeschoss, bitte. Schießen wir nur Hochladungsgeschosse, bitte.
M1 Abrams warmed up and ready to go. M1 Abrams ready for action.
Schießen sie jetzt hier. Hi.
Heavy armor is ready to rumble.
Ja.
Heavy cab is on the field.
Schießt mal die. Was soll denn darstellen? Armada oder was?
Very well. Now, can you send as many targets as possible? Let's see what a Soviet invasion of Europe would have looked like.
Aha.
Our tanks benefit from good reverse speed, which is not the case with Russian-designed tanks. This allows us to move backward to avoid being overrun, while maintaining our powerful frontal armor facing the enemy.
Na dann. Was hat damit Hit?
Cavalry ready for action. Heavy cab ready to roll. Heavy armor is on the field.
Ja. Bin ich weg.
Gunner identified. Next target.
Ach komm schon. Die BTR kommt da nicht durch. Okay. Ich ist jetzt immer HD. Tja. Damit geht's auch.
Well, this is it. 70 tons of American diplomacy.
You mean 70 tons of a diplomatic
Aye.
nightmare? I had explained to the Lithuanian government why they needed to reinforce all their road bridges from here to Poland to support their weight.
Okay.
But when they arrive,
Großkotz.
nothing stands in their way.
Striker ICW. Hier ist ein Striker Recon sogar, ist ein Aufklärer. Das ist ein Striker ICW. Ja, so ein Striker Recon. Ja, hat auf jeden Fall die Beobachtungsausstattung drauf.
This is the ATGM shooting ground. It stands for
Da ist Striker ICW.
missiles.
Das ist ein Striker
They
Recon.
travel slower than tank rounds, but have a greater range. Their use is
Striker
therefore
AT, wa?
preferable when the
Mhm.
line of sight is unobstructed.
Yeah, I know that. Send the targets. Let's see that in practice.
Striker here.
Anti-Tank.
In absence of a specific command, the gunners communicate their targets
Alter.
to each other. If a missile is already in flight, the other gunner will give priority to another target. That way, no missiles are wasted.
Okay, nice.
It's a pleasant surprise to see I'm not the only one worrying about the taxpayers' money here.
Das ist der Aufklärer.
Each of the missiles can be superior to the detection range of the unit, so they generally work alongside recon units. The gunners are trained to switch targets mid-flight if the initial target disappears or if instructed to do so. This is particularly useful, as the long flight time of the missile can give time to the enemy to take cover or activate their smoke dischargers.
Aha.
I hope you use the old TOW 2A for this demonstration. The new top attack TOW 2B costs twice as much, so using them against anything other than a tank is a waste of resources.
Don't worry, sir. We use special training ammunition, both cheaper and less hazardous than regular ammo during exercises.
Copy. Relocate.
By the way, Counselor, where do you and the General know each other from?
We were friends once. Good friends, actually.
Oh, and what happened?
Can we just not have this conversation, please? When do we get there?
Mhm. Ja, wir müssen natürlich das Tutorial machen.
Helicopters are impressive machines. Boy, are they noisy.
Our pilots are ready to take off. Do you want to hop in for a ride, Counselor?
Certainly. It'll be a nice change from those little private helicopters that fly like cabs.
Cargo helicopters can transport troops and supplies, but also vehicles as long as their weight allows it. One of our vehicles broke down during a maneuver exercise. Let's go and recover it with our helicopter.
Flying there now.
Hm.
The hooks are in place. Now let's drop it off at the repair station.
Call my helo fat again. Heading there now.
Wenn er noch unten dran ist, wäre irgendwie lustig. Ja, das hat er nicht. Schade. Schon ein bisschen drüber. Nee, fast drüber so rum. Jetzt lädt dann ab, ja?
The vehicle has been unloaded. The mechanics will get it back in
In
working
allen
order.
immerhin 13.
How about a little target practice now, Counselor? Get behind one of the machine guns, and we'll put you in range of some targets to shoot at.
But I have never fired a machine gun before.
Oh, engaging.
I'll don't worry. It's very simple, and I'll be here to help.
Heavy transport ready. Chinook reporting in.
Here we go!
Krass.
Come on, get some! Woo! Yeah!
Acquired. Engaging. Eyes on target.
Get some! Get some! Yeah!
Sweet better.
Pretty impressive for someone who's never shot before.
That must be a natural.
All the targets are down. Let's head back to the helipad.
I've not had that much fun in a long time. You sure know how to entertain, Major. You should come work with me. With you by my side, getting those contracts signed would be a breeze. Plus, you wouldn't have to work with this grumpy old man anymore.
Thank you for the offer. At the moment, I'm tied to my current assignment.
I see. Well, think about it.
Vorspulen.
I see nothing happening here. What's going on?
It's a good sign, sir. Our troops are exercising their camouflage skills here. They try to reach the target area undetected by staying away from the hostile patrols, staying in cover as much as possible, and sprinting to move across open areas faster. Recon units are specially trained and equipped to remain as discreet as possible. They have a reduced visual, thermal, and electronic signature that makes them harder to detect.
Electronic signature. So they refrain from posting geolocalized selfies during the mission? Impressive.
Copy. We're moving in silence. We move in silence.
Wir müssen nah genug. Aha. Aha. Cool.
Infiltrating.
Spotted.
Ja.
Need a rifle. On the double. Moving quietly.
Nabbed.
Wieso schießt ihr denn?
Give me a target.
Also bitte.
Counter sniping.
Sache ist, ey.
Stay low. Go fast. On the move. Stealth mode.
Er kommt jetzt dahin.
Infiltration underway.
Busted.
Okay, alles klar.
Hunters of gunmen here.
Rennt dahin jetzt.
Double time. Walking like ghosts.
silent. Copy. Infiltrating. Sneaking in. We move in silence. Copy. Infiltrating. Walking like ghosts. Moving quietly. Moving silent. Infiltration underway. Infiltrating.
Und da sind wir.
Well, well. Looks like we have hide-and-seek champions.
Personal carrier ready.
Letztes.
What's being built here?
Nothing. This is the close quarter training area. Infantrymen use these buildings to simulate urban combat. The rules are simple. We try to capture their sector, and they try to capture ours.
Sounds good. Let's see what you're made of, Commander.
Was über diesem Menü?
Our troops are ready to be called as reinforcements, Commander.
Mhm.
Roger. Moving to next waypoint. Moving there now.
Infantry weapons have varying ranges and efficiencies. Long-range support weapons usually require the unit to be static, while short-range assault weapons can be fired on the move. Assault weapons are also more effective once in range, and can be used to breach buildings held by enemy units.
Mhm.
Moving out. Striker here. We're combat ready. Recon vehicle in contact with the enemy.
Vehicles can provide excellent fire support, but are vulnerable to infantry anti-tank rockets. They must therefore be kept
Wo waren die Raiders? Sorry, hier, ne?
Striker reporting in.
When units are under fire or take damage, their stress level increases, which makes them less efficient.
Ranger standing by.
There are two levels of stress expressed by a blinking orange or red color on their label.
Striker, in your command, sir.
When a unit is low on ammo or heavily damaged, it's preferable to send it back to base rather than abandoning it to its fate.
Standing by.
Units sent back to base become available again sooner, and you'll receive a bonus of requisition points proportional to their condition.
Alter, krank. Infanterie. Brauchen wir mal ein paar Javelins her.
Our vehicles are getting hit. We need maintenance. Regroup and move up.
Okay.
Rock up. We're moving. Copy. Relocating. Surrender is not a Ranger word. Rangers in combat requesting orders. Armored transport reporting in. Troop transport ready. Good copy. Next waypoint received. Vehicle damage! Requesting maintenance!
Ich hab eine Kiste.
Rangers lead the way! Striker, ready for action!
Mal rauf da.
Your eyes and ears, sir. Weapons team ready. We have a building to secure.
Schaut wieder gut aus.
Striker here. Already there.
Well, that was a good show, Commander. But it demonstrates one thing. Our allies are not ready at all to defend themselves. Had it been the Russians in front of them today, they would have been slaughtered.
Failure is part of training, sir. They're only reservists. They will continue to drill.
Tja.
That's all well and good, but I'm not here for these trifles. I've got a major fighter jet contract to attend to. So here's the real showstopper. I want you to demonstrate its air-to-ground and air-to-air capabilities for our guests.
Take a seat, Miller. I'm in charge here.
Ah, General. I was wondering when you'd come out of hiding. So, what's on the menu, Chef?
We'll start with a classic. Close air support with good old A-10s.
Yeah, like in '91, the good old days. You never change your record, do you?
Shut up, Miller! Commander, you will be leading this demonstration. Call in an A-10 and order it to destroy the marked targets.
Okay. Okay. Ja.
Planes must work in coordination with recon to target enemy ground units. The recon detects and identifies the target while the plane maneuvers to attack it.
Airstrike.
CAS, mission received.
Hören.
Let's gun something down.
Lichtstandposition wahrscheinlich. Okay.
Whoa! The sound of that gun always gives
Die
me
Beobachter.
It reminds me of well, whatever. Send the plane back to base before it runs out of fuel.
Thunderbolt here. Bugging out.
Now call in a Harrier to make a bombing run.
Oh, great. Another old crate.
Na dann.
New heading set. Green light. Bomb run on target. Munitions on target.
Send the plane back to base before it runs out of fuel.
Mhm. Und ab nach Hause.
Send traffic. Over.
All right, Commander. Send in the F-15EX now.
Finally.
This plane is equipped with a laser designation pod and smart bombs. You mark the target with the pod and the bombs will correct their trajectory to hit with pinpoint accuracy.
Airstrike is go for effect.
You see, making gun runs and guiding missiles is outdated. Now, you drop a bomb from as far as you can and you let it do the job for you.
The big bird is in the
Well,
air.
let's try again with a moving target this
Eagle
time. and you'll see that a human is still needed to predict the target's trajectory.
Coordinates received. Commencing attack. Going for effect.
Wird das jetzt so, wie ich das denke? Er schießt da an,
Target
ne?
is still standing, Commander. Don't make us look like fools. We're here to demonstrate the capabilities of this plane, not your lack of competence.
Eagle ready. Pickle button hot and ready. Bomb run confirmed. Coordinates received. Bombs are ready. Eagle, standing by for orders. Preparing to pickle.
Wie?
Airstrike complete. Direct attack pattern confirmed. Strike complete. Good effect on target. CAS is on the way. Roger, strafing the area. Strike successful. Solid copy. Diving on target. Strike complete. Inbound. Attack vector confirmed. Ready to pickle. Attack
You take one of these bombs on the face like that, the coffin they send back home doesn't weigh much. Believe me. Send in the second F-15, Commander. This time to demonstrate its air-to-air capabilities against drones.
We have potential buyers for dozens of these planes, so make sure these drones are shot down nice and clean, Commander.
Remind me, Miller, are we here to defend these people or to sell them weapons?
Selling them weapons means they can defend themselves. Teach a man to fish and you feed him for a lifetime. I just make sure they buy from the right bait and tackle shop.
New course set. Eagle copies. Fight by fight. Changing course. Going hot.
Drone destroyed. Proceed to next target.
Fencing in.
Second target destroyed.
Three out of 3.
There's one more drone, Commander. Finish it.
Bangs out.
Great job, Commander. If we don't land a contract for a few jets after that, I'll be damned.
General, we've got a problem. I've asked confirmation from the airbase, and they sent 3 drones as planned, not 4.
Oh, shit. Don't tell me we scratched some civvies who can't read a map.
No, sir. The radar signature was definitely that of a UAV.
Well, in any case, that means trouble.
Okay, damit haben wir die erste Mission der Kampagne erledigt. Tutorial. In der nächsten geht es dann weiter und dann auch richtig. Danke fürs Zuschalten. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Tschüss und bis bald.